outs to Twitch and Geico for bringing us some excellent Smash 4 action. We're about to be underway with another fantastic set. Jband versus Goebel's own Esam.
All right, so Esam keeping it breezy, keeping them away, and just trying to see if we can use those space aerials, but unfortunately getting caught here by Jband. I'm curious to see how Jband is going to Bandrew is going to be keeping positioning here. So I wonder. Oh, multiple times that we're seeing him just have those call outs. Oh, no, he's not gonna get him though. He's not gonna get him.
It might have been one of those call outs. But Esam, I think he has plenty of practice whenever it comes to dealing with characters with those up airs, seeing as his brother is Nick Riddle.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
of course, this is slightly different, you know. Metaknight has plenty of those jumps that can make it really, really tricky. And if Jband maybe starts getting a bit more of an idea on maybe some of Esam's DI patterns.
See, 2 times now. He went for the forward smash, and that time Esam's like, I'm not going to have any of it. And he just jumps away and keeps lets that smash that go through. But you're noticing Esam doing exactly what I talked about earlier. The quick attacks on shield and on hit are both pretty safe. And he does a good job of pestering with it and still getting to the other side of the stage and keeping it safe.
Let's talk about player archetypes for a second, because you notice that Esam, whenever I look at this match overall, aside from that moment, Esam overall was the man that was dictating when to push the button, right? And Jband was reacting, and just such a perfect reaction there, actually. He saw the neutral B come out, he ends up using that dimensional cape and slays that first stock from Esam.
Guys, I don't think I don't emphasize it enough. That was a hard read. That was just, there was no escape. That's not safe. He just did it. And it worked.
And those Nike sponsorships, he's looking for that as well. He says, Geico, maybe Nike next?
Where my dunks at?
Just do it. Ooh, great coverage on that ledge with that thunder.
He drifts. No, the reason why it works that way is because he has the inertia that drifts him forward as he calls out the thunder. So then he's in a unique spot that usually puts him, if he's coming towards the stage, a lot safer. Or even if he's underneath the stage, he doesn't quite mind because he has 2 quick attacks. Like he has 2 parts of quick attack that allow him to get back onto the stage. And the snap is pretty generous in Smash 4.
And this is a position where Esam says that Pikachu sometimes struggles, is actually closing out some of these stocks. And that explains why Esam at times can be so aggressive and so read-oriented, going for some of those hard reads on those F smashes, because Pikachu sometimes just has a really difficult time closing out stocks at these higher percentages.
Oh no, he did it! That's exactly the tech that I'm talking about! You do the shuttle loop, snap to ledge, jump off the side, and then shuttle loop again. That is some Metaknight tech. That is what I've been wanting to see from people more and more often. Oh, that was sick.
Man, that practice with the cat last night really paying off. I'll tell you that right now. That practice with the cat certainly paying off for Jband. Taking game number 1 in such a decisive manner as well. We saw Esam playing really aggressively, but Jband just did a great job of reacting to all of Esam's options and having punishes while simultaneously understanding how to mix up that style, how to get Esam not too comfortable with the reactionary style by being proactive at the times that he needed to.
I think we saw the examples of it early on, where Jband was just like, hey, I'm going to do call-outs. And I'm just going to catch you on the ledge, and I'm just going to hit you immediately. Like, whether it was the F-tilt or whether it was the forward smash. I mean, he just had great moments where he just said, I have a feeling this is what's going to come out of it. But Esam is someone who also takes in data. I can't stress this enough, that Eric is someone who constantly is learning and trying to figure out his opponent and solve them, right? But he's someone who also is really strong on a technical level. He understands what it takes to really rise to the top.
So I'm looking at this matchup, and one thing that Esam says Pikachu excels at is edge guarding. But look at a character like Metaknight. It's just so difficult to get those edge guards, which means that for Esam to do this, I don't think he's going to be getting a lot of early kills off stage. Rather, he's going to need to make the right reads like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gets that thunder afterwards, gets the stock. Esam looking leagues better than he did in game number 1. Jband already getting a lot of positioning.
That's the adaptation that I'm talking about. That's what I expect from Esam. And to keep in mind, he's just going to kind of wait and see what options you show to him. It's the equivalent of playing poker. How are you going to show your hand? Show me what you know about this character, because you already know that Esam's researched this character. He's seen the tech. He watches the videos. He understands what these characters can do. He's just trying to see what you understand, what you know, and how you're going to use it.
Esam has definitely leveled up his play from that last game. Not only is he getting more openings in neutral, but he's doing a lot more with them as well. Jband taking on a lot of damage. Already...
Another one!
Already lapped in percentage. Another Thunder comes out. Is he going to be doing it for Jimmy Joe? I've never seen a triple.
Oh,
and we get the
baby!
triple, but it's not going to be enough to take the stock. Instead, it ends up taking out Esam's stock.
Man, what an unfortunate finish, but he's going to just wrap it up here. He takes that, a Thunder off the top, and that was a great finish from Esam. That looks like a much stronger game for him. And that's the download. This is exactly what I was trying to say. Esam knows what it takes to just take that information in and then figure out the counter strategies.
Truth be told, I wasn't sure if we were watching Esam or DJ Khaled. Ha! Truth be told. That Thunder looking like a major key in that victory.
Okay.
But actually talking about the match itself, you know, we touched on we talked about the punish game. And that's seriously what I think that Esam was able to find so much, right?
Yeah.
He got more openings in neutral because he understood that Jband was playing this sort of reactive style. He's able to have the callouts that he really needed on Jband's tendencies, which gave him those openings. And once he had one of those openings, he was absolutely relentless. I mean, Jband, I feel like he spent more of the time in that last game in the air than he did actually on the ground.
You know what's funny is after we saw the tech from the Metaknight tech, I haven't seen much else yet. We haven't seen a ton of the up E strings. We haven't seen a lot of those moments because Esam hasn't given them to him. And it's coming down to exactly what I've been saying. Esam's been doing a good job of DIing it. Like I said, the general rule of thumb, just DI out. You're good. Keep it simple. Keep it breezy. But the thing that really has been the defining moment is all the edge guards that happen between the two of them. Whether it's Esam constantly being a threat even while he's off stage because of the Thunder, or whether it's the fact that we're able to see Metaknights not afraid, have the ability to come back onto the stage with so many different options, whether it's neutral B, side B, whether it's down B, whether it's up B. You have every single one of them is a valid way to get back to the stage, and all of them are ways that Esam just has to simply wait. It's so difficult to contest some of those options.
And while Esam may have a really hard time getting kills whenever it comes to edge guarding, look at this, already getting a lot of damage. He's telling Jband, you're not allowed to recover for free. There's going to be a lot of electricity waiting for you if you even try to get back onto the stage.
This is the toll that you must pay, sir.
The troll toll. Let's not go there. Esam coming in with those quick attacks, crossing up Jband and opening up enough right there, shielding that dash attack. Trying to go for a second grab there, but Jband reacting really well, gets the down smash, and finally has a couple of answers for Esam. 16% to a staggering 86%, and that percentage is only climbing.
Whoa. You saw the charge forward smash there. Esam just closed the distance really quickly as soon as he saw that he had committed to that option. I find that there's so many ways that we look at this game that needs to be a series of decisions, and they're really strongly illustrated in this game. You can clearly see what the intentions are behind people's moves, and you see the intent to call out and try to go for the edge guard game here, but it's falling a little bit short.
Another big grab, another big Thunder, and another great stock. Esam up one, and Jband taking another moment. We saw him meditate a little bit before going into this stage. There's definitely a lot on his mind. This complete reversal from Esam is incredible.
I cannot believe this. Multiple times we're seeing the fair connect and the follow-ups immediately after. Eric, wow, he was just going for the hard read. He was feeling himself. He said, I had all this tempo, I'm just going to go for the raw forward smash. He's still going to be able to come back here because of side B as well as quick attack, and now he has great positioning on top of it. This match has just started to shift really heavily in Esam's favor.
Well, Jband, he definitely has great answers, but the issue with Metaknight, in contrast to a character like ZSS, for example,
that hard call out.
I was going to talk about how much more difficult it is to get some of those up B KOs, but if you have callouts like that, I mean, what's to stop Jband really from coming back? He has Esam at this low percent, which means he has him at the percentage where he can maybe get some of these up airs.
He waited there. He was going to go. It looked like there was a position where he was going to continue to follow up with the up air strings, but instead just chooses to wait and see if he was going to drop back down and then maybe go for a regrab situation. Jband doing his best here to just hold on for dear life.
How realistic is it that if Jband can still do this?
Not very.
Maybe he has a chance, though. He was waiting for the air dodge, but I don't think he had enough time really to react, seeing as he was dropping to the ground so quickly as well. 141% on Jband, as he is desperately trying to make this comeback a reality.
That was so nerve-wracking for that second there. I thought that forward smash was actually going to connect. There's multiple times that we've seen him throughout the set. He's still going to be able to hold it together, though. Great DI.
Esam just has great control over his quick attack. He was able to avoid those smash attacks time and time again. Jband is coming back though from a percent standpoint. Back air connecting. Great.
Whoa! The first time that he has been able to land that forward smash, and it connects exactly how he intends. Multiple times we've seen it throughout the edge guarding situations throughout this set, and that's the first time that it actually pays dividends that greatly. Wow.
Jband is making a statement right now. He's saying, you know, I understand. I understand that you have plenty of practice against characters who rely on those up airs to set up into those KO finishers. I don't even need them. He's been getting these callouts not very often, but when he does, the payoff is so great. Those dimensional capes, those F smashes, they've just been so important to him staying alive and bringing this set right back in his favor. I saw game number 2 and I thought, okay, Esam has this download.
Yeah!
He's good to go. But Jband making a serious statement saying, you can't count me out just now. Game number 3 is underway. And Esam, we saw how integral those platforms were whenever it came to Esam having such a phenomenal punish game in the second game. And that makes sense as to why he's running it back now to Dreamland. But again, whenever you're playing a character who relies on these up airs, the fact that you can utilize those platforms to renew your jumps means that Jband certainly has a lot to gain from this as well. Game number 4 is underway. Jband at set point here. And at a bit of a lead as well. Esam, he doesn't have that same presence. He doesn't have that same level of punishment, and he's not getting those openings either. Jband not trying to call out the quick attacks anymore. Now he's going for quick aerials to intercept instead.
Right, and a great way to do that is using things like Nair. Nair covers all around you, and as well as is one of those quicker options that you have out of shield, or just as an aerial in general. But you'll notice, though, as he's getting comboed, he's doing a good job of DIing away and trying to help sustain. But Esam doing a great job of putting out fat and meaty hitboxes that catch the air dodges. Whoa.
Ooh, what a nair there. Can he make it back?
Yes, he's good, he's good. Quick attack covers so much distance that allows him to still live. Watch this, he's going to show you a trick.
Made you look. That was 2 for flinching. Literally 2% for flinching.
Oh, you saw how he's going for the denial there, the ledge denial there. Because after you get hit, you have to wait roughly 50 frames before you can snap ledge again.
Whoa! That was excellent from Jband. Down tilt initially, and then he calls the reaction to that perfectly.
Yeah, there was no tech, and then he immediately goes for the cape. That was a pretty risky call. A lot of the kills that we've been seeing have been just hard call-outs between both these players.
I'll tell you what, I really wish my cell phone had the kind of coverage that Jband Dimensional Cape has. This thing is monstrous, but Jband is going to need a couple more reads like that if he wants to get back into this. We see him in a really similar situation to that last game. 110%, 116 and counting, and Esam is playing much more patiently right now.
You're seeing the slight edge forward, though, by Jband, because he's just saying, I want to make sure that I'm correct about my spacing. I don't want to overextend or create any problems.
And he also wants to be very surprising whenever he comes in with that dash attack. If he just runs for a long distance and then comes in, it's pretty telegraphed overall. But see right there, instant dash attack, maybe a sequence of up airs.
He does it!
He Jband going huge!
The pop-off immediately after. Esam approves. That was pretty good. And they immediately have that conversation afterwards where it's like, I don't know, man.
Nah, man, that was actually just sideways up airs. Did you see with his arms?
You know, yeah, that's how he do things. That was a surprising finish. For me personally, I saw Esam taking it in that set, but wow, that was something.